Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Eric, and today we're going to talk about fuel issues. And this is probably the #1 issue out there when it comes to trying to get your lawnmower to start this year, your rider. And that is, even your push mowers, is water in the fuel, okay? No matter how much you try to tell me that you've got 91 octane, what I've just learned here in the last year or so is even at 91 octane, there still may contain up to 10% ethanol in it. 10% is enough to draw moisture, okay? You have a lot of different things on the market, a lot of different products from Startron to, the list goes on, of trying to add an additive in there to take care of the water, but what the additives are doing is they're providing a shield of some sort between the fuel, ethanol fuel, and the air so that it can't draw the moisture. But from what I've seen, they don't work. The only thing I've seen that even comes remotely close is PRI-G. And we've been using that now for over a year, so I can confidently say that it does work. You can get it on Amazon. I'll see if I can't find it up here and put it in this corner. So here's what I want you to do first. If your lawnmower is turning over but it won't start, then first thing I want you to do is I want you to look on the bottom of your carburetor and see if you have a fuel solenoid shut off on it. Most of them are equipped like that. It's not part of the EFI system, that's the newer version. These are carbureted. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a set of needle nose vice grips and clamp the fuel line that's coming to this, okay? So that you're not going to get fuel all over the place. You're going to get some mess, but not that much. I want you to take and unscrew this. Take just a simple wrench, pops it right off. And then I want you to look at it and see, is the plunger working the way it's supposed to, going up and down? Because a lot of times, no matter how good a gas you got, if it sits for a while, you'll start getting varnish. And when this needle gets varnished, in the up position, the shut off position, to keep the fuel from coming into the carburetor, what ends up happening is when you turn your key switch on, the varnish is keeping it from pulling it down because it's a magnetic draw in here. When the power comes on, it sucks this needle down magnetically and allows the fuel through the system. So if you hit it with a couple of shots of carb cleaner, that'll clear itself right up, okay? And then before you put it back in, I want you to just plug it in and turn your key switch on and off a couple of times to see if this is actually moving, okay? So that's the first thing I want you to do. The second thing, if it's not that, good chances are you probably got water in your system. And the way most of the lawnmowers, riders, and all that operate, guys, is when you let ethanol fuel sit for any length of time, the ethanol will draw the moisture out of the air and it'll make it part of their unit. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is your water is going to be right on the bottom, and then your ethanol, and then your fuel. And where do most lawnmowers draw from? The bottom, right? So if you turn the switch over and it started up and then it ran for a minute and died, good chances are you just ran the fuel out that you had in it from last fall, and now it's sucking straight water into your carburetor, everywhere else. So if you get into that situation, there's only one option, and that's to drain the whole system. And that means you need to drain the carburetor bowl as well. So one way to do it is to unhook the fuel line that's coming to the carburetor and then put it into a bucket and let it drain. If you know how to siphon stuff, you can siphon most of the gas out with a siphon hose into a bigger container. That's why I don't encourage people to put much fuel in their lawnmowers if they're getting ready to store it, because the more fuel you put in it, the more you're going to have to take out of it. And no, you can't reuse it. Once that happens, even though it settles out, you can't pour the good gas off the top. Get rid of it. Go get fresh from the pump and siphon out all the old gas that's in the tank, and then pull this line, let that drain out so there's nothing there, and then take this off the bottom and let all the fuel out of it. And if it's got, some of them are coming, have come with, there's a nut sitting right here that you can, or a bolt that you can take out that will drain the water out of the carburetor as well. That's not going to run until you've got fresh fuel all through the system. So, I mean, is it a pain in the ass? Yeah. But that's one of the reasons why here at my shop we have a 4-point diagnostic. You start with compression, you go to fire, fuel, and then air. Fuel is usually the culprit. A lot of times if I get a handheld, a chainsaw comes in and they can't get it to run, good chances are it's the fuel. Weed trimmers the same way. They've got water in the fuel, they get it in the carburetor, and there's no spark plug made on earth that will fire water. So you end up cranking and cranking and cranking until you finally decide that it's not worth keeping and you get rid of it, instead of just draining the water out. And at the end of the season, here's even better for you guys that are doing like the 4-stroke weed trimmers and that. Drain the chainsaw or drain the gas right out of the unit before you put it away. That's the best way. Or run it dry. That's what I recommend with push mowers, is let it get down and towards the end of the season, and then just take a set of ice grips, put it on the handle and let it run until it runs itself right out of fuel. We tell this to the same people with the snow blowers we put fuel shutoffs in, and we shut the fuel off and we have them run the system until it quits because of lack of fuel. You're getting the fuel out of the carburetor and in that system, okay? That is paramount issue, is water in the fuel. And we drain a lot of fuel. We've had guys that they didn't have a lot in the tank to start with, but they went and they bought all brand new and they dumped it on top of the bag, which is water, and they still had the same problem, so we have to discard it all, okay? So if you want to try some things before you bring it to me, I would check your fuel solenoid to see if it's functioning, and then B, if it is, take and drain the carburetor and your fuel tank completely dry of all fuel, hook it back up, put fresh fuel in it, put a new plug in it, and let it take a minute to build up in the carburetor, and then try it and see what happens. If you're still having problems or there's something unique that's going on that I haven't addressed, leave it in the comments. The one thing nice about this community is you're not dealing with just me. This channel, we have a lot of great mechanics that are willing to give you a helping hand when you need it. So on that note, you guys have a great day.